Hello traders, welcome to ProBindBot's YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make a trading bot with Deriv API. So I'm providing a bot template with Python. You can go to this website. I'll provide the link in the video description. Here you can see Deriv API bot templates for Python. You can download from here using PayPal. When you download it, you will receive a zipped folder like this. So you want to right click on it and click on extract all. Then you will get Python files like this. So we need to open this in Visual Studio Code. That's the easiest platform to edit these codes. If you want to download Visual Studio Code, just Google download Visual Studio Code. So from the first link you can download the Visual Studio Code for Mac, Linux and Windows for free. After you download this Visual Studio Code, go to this folder where you have extracted the Python files, then click on this address bar and copy the path. Then open the command prompt. Then type cd, then the path. Then paste the path you have copied and click enter. From here you can type code space dot and press enter. Okay, as you can see here, all the files in the folder has been opened in Visual Studio Code. So there are several files. You can edit this config file. Here's the place where you have to set the parameters you want to change. Here the symbol means the market you are trading with. It's R10 for volatility 10 index, R100 for volatility 100 index. Likewise R25, R75, R50 you can use for the required market. I will provide the list of symbols for each market. API token means this bot is working through API tokens. You want to get this API token through the Deriv website. I will show you how to get it. Type deriv.website in the URL bar. Then you will get directed to a traders hub of Deriv. From here you want to click this icon, manage account settings. From here you can click on API token, then provide the read, trade and trading information permissions. Then you can use any token name as you wish. I will type API template. This name doesn't matter for our coding. Here we can see our new token has been created. I will click on this, copy this token. And I go back to Visual Studio Code and replace this token with our new generated token. So if you want to get a token for your real account, you just need to change the account type to real and do the same thing for take API token. So here take profit, we all know bot will stop after you reach this profit. Bot will stop if you lost $100, and here we have provided stake as 2. I will change it to 1 and I will press Ctrl and S to save this. Let's see our second file. We don't need to change anything here. Here is the place trade file. Here we can provide other trading details where we don't want to change. Here the contract type is digit differ. So the barrier is 2 means digit differ 2 trades are placing. and here we can see duration is 1 and duration unit is T. That means 1 tick trades are placed here. Next I will click on run.py. You don't need to change anything here. You have to run this file to start bot. I will show you how to do that. Now trade.py. Here we have to provide all the trading logics. I will show you how to do that. This is the file where we need to develop the trading logic we require to trade. And utility.py, here also we don't need to change anything. So let's run this bot and test whether this is placing digit differ to trades. Here we can see the stake is 1. This is placing trades on volatility 10 index. So first I'm going to run.py. Then I will click on view terminal. After terminal is started, just type Python run.py. Yeah, here we can see it took my virtual account details and started placing trades with $1. So let's go to our trading account. Yeah, here we can see our account balance is changing. That means trades are getting placed. I will change market to volatility 10 index. And our trade type is digit differs. Yeah, here we can see this bot is placing trades continuously on every tick. So let's open one tick and see what is the trade placing here. Win payout if the last digit of volatility 10 index is not 2 after one tick. That means the logic we have provided in our API template. I'm going back to our Visual Studio Code and I will stop this bot. So now I will show how to add Martingale to this bot. First we have to go to trade.py. Here's the place we edit this code. Here we can see this is the place where take profit and stop loss is calculated. So after that, here's the place where trade is getting placed. So the current logic in this bot is if last digit is not equal to 5, this bot is placing trades. So I will change this logic to if last digit is not equal to 2, this bot should place digit differ to trades. Now I will change if last digit equal to 2. We want to type 2 equal signs. If last digit is equal to 2, bot will place digit differ to trades. So if we want to include Martingale here, we need to change the stake. So here we can see our stake is initial stake. Initial stake means stake we provided in the config file. So if you go to config file, our stake is 1. So I'm going back to trade.py. So to change that stake, what I will do here is, so here we need to check whether our last trade is win or lost. To check that, we want to get the last digit after our trade is placed. So to get that last digit after the trade is placed, I will make a variable. Here we have a variable where we have not used. we can say that this variable is not used because it's in gray color. So I will use the same variable. When placing a thread, I will set a variable thread execute is equal to 1. So after placing this thread, we want to take the last digit after this thread. So I'm going above here until thread function. Inside this thread, I will type here if thread execute is equal 1, I will create another variable thread digit equal last digit. Then I will set this thread execute to 0. So just after a thread, this thread digit variable will store the last digit. In below, I will use this thread digit to decide whether our thread is win or lost. So what we need to type here is if this thread digit equal to this means thread lost. If our thread digit is equal to 2, stack should be multiplied by 2.1. Else stack should be initial stack. Here we have defined what is the initial stack. We need to create these two variables, thread execute and thread digit. We should provide values as none. This stack is passed to place thread function through this variable. So when we go to place thread, here this function take the stack and provide to the value amount here. So I will save this, then going back to run.py and type here Python run.py. You need to type it in the terminal. So what's happening here is in this thread.py we have defined if last digit is equal to 2 but should place threads. The thread is digit differ 2 threads. Here we can see 2 threads has been placed. For easy reference, I will print our last digit here. I will stop this bot now. Here we can see here's the place where we get last digit. So from here I will print last digit. I will save it, and here in the terminal I will type again Python run.py. Okay, here we can see our last digits in volatility 10 index. As soon as last digit 2 appear, it plays the trade. Here we can see the Deriv platform last digits, and the last digits appearing here in this API template is same. Yeah, as soon as last digit 2 appeared, it placed a digit differ 2 trade. So let's go to report. Here we can see that we have incurred a loss, but this bot has not placed a Martingale trade. So let's go back to our template to check whether what's the issue. I'm going to trade.py. Here should be only one equal sign, but it should not be the issue. If we analyze the issue, I can see that last digit is fetched from here, but the place we have set our last digit to trader digit is above that. So I will cut this code and paste it below our last digit fetching place. For frequent trades, I will change this trade logic to in equal to 2. So I will stop current bot and change and type Python and .py. Here we can see that bot is placing trades continuously. Let's go to our trade table. I will refresh this. Here we can see that bot has been placed a higher stake, but I'm not sure this is correct because our next trade should be $2.1 because we are multiplying $1 with 2. Okay, here I understood. Here what's happening is, if our trader digit is equal to 2, this stake will be multiplied by 2.1. After that it came to this code. Here our last digit also become not equal to 2. So bot will not go to this code blocks and repeated here. Because it get repeated, stake is multiplied again by 2.1. So we need to stop that. So what we need to do here is we need to implement the same logic we have used in this trade execute. We use this trade execute only to calculate this traded digit once. So I will apply same logic to this stake calculation also. I will make another variable stake cal equal 1. So what should happen here is, if stake cal equal 1, these codes should run. After running these codes, we need to change this stake cal equals 0. We need to define this variable up here, stake cal equal none. So let's run this bot and test whether this is working. In terminal I'm typing python run.py. Bot is placing trades continuously on every tick. Yeah, we can see that digit 2 appeared. So there should be a lost trade. Yeah, here's a lost trade. I will go to reports. Yeah, we can see here this worked correctly after lost trade, but placed the trade with Martingale stake. Here we can see again another lost trade appeared. So let's check that one also. Yeah, we can see again here after lost trade, this placed the trade with Martingale stake. So this is how this API block is working. You can implement any logic using this API codes. If you go to this place trades file, I will explain. We can change this symbol while trading. That means we can place a trade in volatility 10 index, second trade on volatility 100 index, and likewise we can change the market we are placing trade. We can change the trade type from trade to trade. That means if we place the first trade for digit differ, we can place a rise and fall trade next. After that we can place, if we want, over and under trade. Likewise, there is a huge potential in using this Deriv API template. So if you want me to teach any other strategy like this using Deriv API code block, you can comment below. From here onwards, I'm expecting to start a video series how to develop bots Deriv API template. So that's it for today. You can comment below if you have any issues. Thank you very much.